Can you guess where I'm at?
Waffle House. Headed to the Greyhound.
I thought I was headed to a Greyhound station. It's not exactly. I'm at a BP station, but I'm going to be catching a Greyhound bus here. I'm coming back to the car to get my bags, and I think it's going to cost me a little bit. It's a 50-pound limit, and your second bag costs you $15.
And I got all this. All right.
Back in my cocky and well-paid days, which was just a couple of weeks ago, now I'm humble and broke. I said I wasn't going to ride a Greyhound again. I would fly and take rental cars, but here I am at the BP catching a Greyhound. And we've got a stop along the way. Well, probably more than one stop along the way, but I'm switching buses in Atlanta on my way to Birmingham, Alabama. Well, the checking in is done. I'm a little early, and the bus is going to be a little late, so I've got about an hour and a half to chill. But Mom is still outside, so I guess I'm going to go say bye to her and vape a bit. Way back in the Truckin' Journey series, I think it was before it was even called the Truckin' Journey, around, I don't know, some episode somewhere in the teens, you guys met my mom. And here she is again. And this is her husband, Kim, but I've stayed with them the last couple of days, and they brought me up here to the bus station. But it's going to be another hour before the bus gets here, so I guess they're going to head on. But love you, Mom. Yeah. Good luck. Thanks a lot. So, since my phone is at like 15% right now, I figure I better give it a little charge before I get on the Greyhound. Guys, I am turning the page on an old chapter and starting the new one. As you guys found out in my last video, U.S. Express career is over. It is no more. But I'm not here to talk bad about U.S. Express. There's plenty of other people doing that for me. All I can do is just chalk it up as a learning experience and grow from it. Soon, I will be getting on a Greyhound bus, headed to Atlanta to get on another Greyhound bus, and then going to Birmingham, Alabama, where I'll be checking into a hotel. And tomorrow morning, I will start an orientation with a brand new company. One I'd never heard of before. I'm not exactly sure how many trucks they got. I don't even know if these guys have electronic logs or TransFlow or anything, but they're getting ready to get me. Won't be any more automatic transmissions like U.S. Express, which is something I've wanted to experience in my truck driving career. You know, driving a manual, also doing flatbed. I think my first thought is this isn't going to be, you know, the company I retire with, but it will be another stepping stone. Now, for those of you that followed the Truckin' Journey and watched all of my episodes, remember a while back I got pretty pissed. I think that episode was application denied when I decided I wanted to be a trainer, and they told me I couldn't yet because of the warning that I had got, and I had to wait 6 months to become a trainer. I don't think I had shared this with you, but I also got a letter in the mail informing me I was on probation for 36 months because I got a warning for improper lane change, which I didn't change lanes. You know how like when you hit the rumble strip, and you get over? I don't know, it probably happens to me like every day I'm on the road. Well, I had a cop behind me and he pulled me over, made sure I wasn't sleepy, did a level 3, everything was cool, but he just listed improper lane change as a warning on my inspection report. U.S. Express put me on a 36-month probation for that, which is just insane if you ask me. But hey, I'm not a safety director, and I probably never will be. So when that happened, I was considering leaving and doing flatbed at the time. But as you guys know, I ended up becoming a trainer, training mostly foreigners, and well, Melton and Maverick, two flatbed companies, both excellent companies, were, you know, my backup plans. And I'd got an email from Maverick just a couple of weeks prior to my termination about a local gig, because home every day, off every weekend, make $1,000 a week, that I was considering it. But after talking with the wife, which will probably soon be an ex-wife, she didn't want me home that much. So I didn't take that. So I was considering OTR with Maverick. Now, when I talked to Melton, which they have beautiful Kenworth trucks, they have a pet policy, so I can take Boone for the journey. There's refrigerators in the trucks. Real good company. My buddy Jay Norton is driving for them now, and he would be able to get a referral bonus, which he was the first referral bonus that I ever got. But when they found out I got terminated, they said, well, we can't hire you now. You have to drive 3 months for someone else and have a good safety record, and then you can. So that scratched that off for now, anyway. And then Maverick, I had applied. I was still in Shippensburg, and they already had my information from before, and everything was cool as far as, that ticket's not even on my driving record, even though I did disclose it to them. I got a good reference from U.S. Express. I'm considered rehirable with them upon review. So that all we need to do is wait on a background check. Guys, like 10 days had went by, and they're still waiting on a background check. Meanwhile, I'm making no money at all. And, well, I did for information, they're waiting on it from Anderson County in South Carolina. So I get on their website, going to give them a call, and I find out they don't even do background checks at all. They haven't since January of 2015. So what that means is Maverick was waiting on a background check that would never, ever come. They needed to do a sled report. So I called them and let them know that, they're a pretty big company too. Not as big as U.S. Express, but pretty big. So they got their policies and their chains of commands and all that kind of stuff. And then this was Friday. And I needed this done and be scheduled for an orientation that starts Monday. And they told me, well, it's going to be a couple more days, which would mean it would put it off another week. So I told them, you can just quit processing my application. And I had another company that was Johnny on the spot, real nice lady recruiter. Her name is Millie, with a company called Hornady, which I had never heard of before. Most of you probably haven't either. Probably going to be driving a Peterbilt 10-speed. I don't even know if this thing's going to have an electronic log in it. Who knows? I'm sure they won't have an app, but I'm sure they got their processes. They don't cover the entire country. They go up to like Ohio. I think Jersey is the furthest north that they go, part of Texas, and then the southeast states, which is pretty easy trucking type areas. So I'm headed to their orientation. Made it to Atlanta. Got a little bit of a wait to get on another bus and Birmingham bound. I think I found my bus, but it's not boarding yet. About, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes before it does. Now it's boarding time. Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. When it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man. 10-mile cab ride to the hotel. Where's the TV? Ah, here it is. Room's pretty cool. It's better than I had at orientation for U.S. Express. And the best part, there's not going to be some other trucker guy coming in my room later tonight sharing it with me. It's single occupancy, even though I've got 2 beds. But got some sad news to report. I packed up a lot of stuff, right? Because I'm going to be here for a few weeks and then, get in my new truck. My French press didn't make it through the trip. The bottom of it got cracked some kind of way. So it's in the trash can. So I've got to go up to this Walmart and get another French press because I don't like regular paper filter drip making coffee. If you got used to French press, you wouldn't either. Hey, and there's a pool. I don't think I brought swimming trunks. Found one. It's a little different than my one before. Let's check it out. But basically the same thing. That was nice. It's been a while since I've been swimming. The water was nice and cool. But I guess it's time to get back to the room and start getting ready for in the morning. Okay, before I end this episode, let me talk with you guys about something that is near and dear to my heart. My buddy Boone. He's so cute. I love that guy. And I know many of you do too. You guys probably like Boone more than you do me. Well, you're not going to be seeing much of Boone here in the next little bit because Hornady does not have a pet policy. Maverick didn't have a pet policy either. Milton, which may be in my future, however, does have a pet policy. But Boone's back in North Carolina right now. He's probably going to be completely gray by the time I go pick him up because the kids are driving him crazy. And he bites them sometimes too. So that's why the name has changed from Jim and Boone's Truckin' Journey to right now anyway, it's Trucker Jim's Truckin' Journey. Curious to how you guys like that. At first I had typed Jim Davis's Truckin' Journey. But you know how like names that end in S, you can't have S and then apostrophe S. That's just wouldn't be proper now, would it? It's the S with apostrophe. And I just don't like the way that looks. So for now anyway, it's Trucker Jim's Truckin' Journey. But hopefully, and it may be early next year sometime. I don't know. I don't even I don't know. It's hard to say what the future holds, which bugs me because I like to have clear, concise goals and speak what I want into existence. That's kind of how I roll, but I'm not exactly rolling that way at present moment. But everything's going to be on track, guys. Things are going to be great because, well, good things happen to good people. And my heart's in the right place. And even though I may speed in work zones and get terminated, I'm still a winner. And don't forget it. And we'll see you next episode. Everyone be safe out there and keep on trucking.